at the moment, we have foreign investor interest propelling shares, as I said earlier, like Safaricom, East African breweries as well, the blue chips in particular. To what extent do you see that appetite extending to the broader market?
Thank you, Alicia. Yes, foreign investors have been pushing up the prices of the blue chip companies. We've had Safaricom and ABL have touched new highs. BAT as well as crossed the threshold of 500 shillings. I do believe that foreign investors will continue pushing up these counters, the prices of these counters for the near term, for the first quarter of 2013. I do expect foreign investors to be very active on these counters.
How is that foreign investor interest comparing to the local investor interest that's evident right now?
Currently, foreign investors are the ones who are dominating the market, and as well as institutional investors. Retail investors haven't come into the market per se because of the commitments that they have in, over January due to school fees commitments and all that. But institutional investors, local investors have started trickling into the market and actually buying up the dips in counters such as Kenyari and Centum as well.
Mm-hmm. It's in this context, Moses, that we've got UAP Holdings this morning launching in the OTC market, and that ahead of listing on the NSE in the course of this year. What do you anticipate market reaction to this listing coming through? Because the company is certainly hoping that this is going to be providing sufficient liquidity ahead of its listing on the NSE.
Yeah, looking at the core business of UAP, it's been doing extremely well. If we look at their latest financial results, the Q3 2012 results, the net and premium actually increased by over 20% to about 6 billion. Going forward, we do anticipate the growth in their core business to extend into 2013 and 2014. In 2013 and 2014, that's when we expect their investment income to be driven by the rental income from their property developments. Yeah. So when UAP launched their OTC trading platform today, they do expect a price discovery. They do anticipate an appreciation in their share price, in their offer price, which was at 60 bob, and we do see that that may happen. And by the time they come to list into the market, there'll be a lot of investor interest. And if you look at the LPO, the public offer that they did over the past 3 weeks, it was oversubscribed by 30%. They wanted to raise 750 million. They managed to raise 972 million. So the investor confidence in this company is already there. So by the time they come to list into the market, I'm sure it will be oversubscribed as well.
For those who aren't too familiar with the company, give us some insight as to what this company is about and what kind of investment case it's putting on the table.
Well, UAP intends to be a Pan-African insurance company. That's their strategy going forward, their 10-year strategy going forward. So what they have done, they wanted to raise 5.2 billion. 4.5 billion of that was raised from 3 PE firms in Africa Invest, Swede Fund, and Africa Invest, and another one. And then they came into the market to raise another 750 million. Issuing 12.5 million shares. So they managed to raise 972 million shares. 972 million shillings. Mm-hmm. So with that money, they intend to invest about 2.1 billion in property developments in 2 in Southern Sudan, 1 in Uganda, and 1 in Kenya. The one in Uganda is called Nakawa Business Complex. They have already completed it. Now they're just doing the interior finishes, and they're expecting tenants to start flocking in end of January, early February. So in South Sudan, they have an apartment complex. It's an apartment complex of 2-bedroom apartments, and that is already complete. They expect tenants to come in February. They also have an Equatorial Towers, the largest building in South Sudan. It's a 12-story building.
So quite a strong focus on that retail the real estate segment of the market, Moses. I mean, how are you rating its competitive muscle right now? Because just this week we've heard that CIC Insurance is yet another insurance company that's getting pretty active within that real estate space.
Yeah, CIC as well, Britam as well have stated that they'll delve back into the real estate market. This is just driven by the return to normalcy of the macroeconomic climate. They expect that after the 4th March elections that everything go back to normal and the real estate market will pick up. They're very bullish on that real estate sector. So they're investing now to reap the rewards down the line. They're following the path of HFCK as well, which went back to its core business of of investing in property developments and actually selling out the estates. Yeah. So they are very, very bullish on the real estate market going forward.